Welcome to another Thursday on Geeks of the Week. I'm Mario, and this week I have nothing good to say in the introduction, but I promise good stuff is coming, so let's get to it. Steph, I loved your Absolute Sandman. I also own a copy. It's one of the most gorgeous things I have, and if there was a fire, it's definitely the first thing I'd grab before I ran out the house. Power, you could do a video on the fly and freestyle, and cool to hear about your Disney experience. Luluco, I'm wearing the Snuggie because you requested it, and I promise to wear it throughout the whole video on another day when it's extra cold and I'm extra lazy. So if anybody wants to see a passionate, knowledge-dropping video about the stupidity of death threats, go to Lulu's video. She said it perfectly. The only thing I can add to it is that recently the Amazing Spider-Man writer Dan Slott has been receiving death threats because of what he did to Spider-Man. I'm not a fan of what he did either, but those type of threats are never the answer when you dislike something. It just shows that you're a stupid, bitter, lame person. So don't be like that. Don't do that. And Luco, have fun at your convention and be safe. Nikki, you have a very cool one remote, and now I'm jealous, and all my other remotes are inferior by comparison. Inferior, I say! Nikki asked us what Christmas gift brought us joy, and to me, it was a very early Christmas gift, but one of my friends actually treated me to a Laker game. Here's something you guys might not know about me. I'm a huge basketball fan. They ended up that they lost, so that was kind of sucky, womp womp. But still, the experience was a lot of fun. Kareem's statue was just unveiled, and that was really cool to see and take pictures in front of. So yeah, I mean, it was really fun, and I haven't been one to a long time, and that really made my day. Steph kind of asked us our New Year's resolutions, and to me, there's been three types. The one that you never intend on keeping, the one that you know isn't going to happen, but it's fun to shoot for, and the ones that you legitimately are going to try to keep. And for me, the one that I have no intention of keeping is that this year I'm going to try to spend less money on geeky clothing. It's not going to happen. Steph already tried to tap me with some Stay Puft Marshmallow hoodie pajamas, and I would buy right now, but I am very broke. So hopefully that keeps me from buying geeky clothing. And then there's this shirt, and the Geeks don't have a logo yet, but if we did, it'd probably be something cool like this. It has a bunch of other geek-related things inside the word geek. I'm about to get close to show you the picture, so don't get scared, So here I go. It's really cool. It has like the Star Trek logo or TARDIS, a bunch of cool geeky stuff. Internet hug. I love you, Internet. The one I know isn't going to happen is I'm going to try to lift Mjolnir from the stack of comics Thor placed at a pond because he's a jerk. Thor, this isn't cool! There's some fables under here, you say this! The resolutions I do intend on keeping is one, I want to get one new person into comics. Not the weekly thing, because that could be a grind, but just into the genre of it. Anytime I do my reviews and I do my recommendations, I definitely put a lot of thought into them because anybody who picks something up based on something I said, they're taking a risk with their money. And if they end up hating it, I definitely feel bad about it. So I want to do a great job anytime I review anything. I also want to continue to improve on that because I know I'm knowledgeable, but I want to be a little bit more entertaining. It's something I definitely miss from Steph's reviews. Anytime she did one, she presented it, but she was always funny about it and quirky. And it's something I miss, and I hope she comes back to review more comics soon. Another resolution I want to do is I want to improve on this channel because I went back and saw my first video up to today, and I definitely feel I've gotten better, and I just want to continue doing that. I want to go back into writing. It's something, even if it's just therapeutic, it's something I've always enjoyed doing. I don't know if it's any good or not, but it's something I always love to do. I want to develop one new skill. I don't know what it is yet, but maybe I'll go back and relearn the guitar or skating. It's something I always want to do, actually. I skate. So maybe I'll be that. So join me throughout the year as you see me try to attempt to keep all these resolutions. Here's some awesome videos I found. As always, there will be links below. Starting with the Young Justice teaser trailer for this season, and set your DVRs. It comes back this Saturday, and hopefully Cartoon Network doesn't pull another boner. If you've seen the awesome video, Funny Ways to Die, they did a parody of it, including The Walking Dead. It's very funny, and check the link. And finally, and I can't believe I forgot to wish this, but happy belated birthday to Stan Lee. He turned 90th last week, and he is awesome. Check the link of him reciting The Night Before Christmas, because although the holiday season is over, the Stan Lee season is never over. Here's some quick comic news. Gail Simone was recently rehired as the writer for Batgirl, so good job DC, you got something right. I'm very happy for that. And in sad news, Peter David recently suffered a stroke. He's an amazing writer. He's had some epic runs. He's currently writing X Factor. I've been with that title since the start. It's a great comic, one that never lets me down. It's just, he's an incredible writer, and I hope it gets well really soon. Since it is the first week of the month, I'm going to give you my top 5 comics for the month of December. Starting with number 5, Atomic Rebel and the Flying She Devils issue 5. And this is the conclusion of this arc as a hidden Japanese squad from World War II is on their way to sink America. And the only ones that can stop them is Atomic Rebel and the elite squad of women fighters, the Flying She Devils. This arc was mostly about the Flying She Devils and how awesome they are. Atomic Rebel is always an enjoyable read, a lot of action with science facts. Rebel is comedy. It's a comic that I always look forward to. I can't wait for the new arc to begin, and this is my 5th pick of the month. My 4th pick, Hawkeye issue 6, and this can be basically be referred to as the holiday issue since it is set around Christmas and it covers 6 nights into the life of Hawkeye. So I said this last time about this comic, but it bears repeating. It is without a doubt the best comic Marvel's putting out right now. And maybe to a lot of people that's not saying much, so I'll say this. It's one of the best comics anywhere right now. It's entertaining. Matt Fraction, David Aja are writing a comic that's a lot of fun to read. The artwork is pleasing to my eyeballs. It's fantastic. I especially love the way they're using their panels. And for $2.99, there's really no excuse for you not to be picking this up. My 3rd pick, Batman issue 15. The Joker's turned up the heat on Batman and his allies, and now he's getting pressure from them on what exactly the Joker knows about them. This gives you insight on how Batman views the Joker, and once again you get an analytical Batman breaking down the Joker, and at the same time you get the sense that he's psyching himself up to face him. Capullo's artwork is amazing, another epic issue in what promises to be one of the most talked about comics for years to come. My second pick, Saga issue 8. Elena and her father-in-law spent some quality time while Marco and his mom were looking for the babysitter that was misplaced. So each issue gives you insight into these characters that I'm seriously falling in love for. I'm literally getting attached to them. I love Marco and Elena's story, and my favorite part of this issue was the opening scenes because there's something everyone who loves any type of literature can definitely relate to. Brian K. Vaughan has lost a step since Return to Comics, and Fiona Staples' artwork, I can't think of anybody else who could have combined science fiction and fantasy as flawless as she has. Another stellar issue, and I can't tell you how close this came to being my number 1 pick for this month. And my number 1 pick, Lock and Key Omega issue 2, and the ending's being set up as all the key players are being put into position, and this particular issue made me sad but hopeful for a character that I will be rooting for. And that's all I can say because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who's just getting into the series through trades. So Lock and Key is the one comic I always try to turn people on to. It's one of those comics that I can proudly point to and say, see, because of that, comic books is a legitimate form of literature. My standards for this series is very high and they always meet them and pass expectations. Another great issue and definitely my favorite of the month. So that's it for me. I would like to mention that I started an official Twitter for this page, so you should all follow me. There will be a link below. I promise to start writing on Twitter more. In fact, I'm going to start right now. I think I just saw Stan Lee. Oh no, wait, that was a Bush. I will meet you, Stan Lee. Hashtag Lee Bush. So if you want to read such gems like that, you need to follow me on Twitter. Remember to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, at least tell a friend about us. That would be very nice of you. Check out the other geeks and stay geeky.